So I've been using today an ATN OTX XLT, OTS XLT thermal monocular. It's okay, but having used some higher end devices, it's clear to see that this one isn't the best if you're wanting to pick up on definition. Works perfectly fine if you're just looking for a heat signature, as you'd expect, but a little bit difficult unless you're close in to be able to identify properly what you're looking at. I'm out with the Bergara B14R, chambered in 2.2 long rifle. It's the gun that I've been shooting for a number of years now, ever since the first COVID lockdown back in 2020. I've got about 7,000 rounds on it. It's an 18-inch barrel, 1-in-16 twist. Got a Bergara 20 MOA mount on it, rail, with a Spuhr mono mount, and sitting in that an IOR 40-28 by 50 first focal plane mrad scope. Great scope, absolutely love it, love the reticle in it. It's fantastic for hunting and for shooting precision rifle matches. Always keep it capped when I'm hunting, just to protect the lenses. And I've got a little section of Picatinny rail on the side here with the Baldia all-light torch. So I'll use that for nighttime rabbits, and when I'm out on the foxes. I use a Quake sling with QD attachments on the side of the rifle. There's another couple of QD attachments on this side of the rifle as well. It's got a nice, fairly broad rubber pad there, so no real chance of it slipping on your shoulder. Wiebad cheek pad on the adjustable cheek riser there. Serves no purpose really, other than just a little bit of luxury. And I use a Coletac. Is it an MTP? I can't remember the name now. Coletac Moderator sleeve, and that's actually got flame retardant, heat resistant sleeve that sits underneath it. So if you're shooting something like an AR platform, or something that's going to heat up the Moderator, that's to just keep that heat away from the sleeve, stop anything from melting there. But no, really good sleeve. Like I say, if you're spending so much time out with a rifle, does it need a moderator on it? It's DPT moderator. Does it need a moderator? It's a fairly quiet rifle anyway, with subsonic ammunition. But I like to run a moderator just for that extra little bit of quiet, just for when you got a field with a few more rabbits in. It's good not to disturb the ones that you're not shooting at too much, so you can get a couple more if you can. And then the cover's just, it's just an aesthetic thing really. It's just nice when you're out with something so often to have it how you want to have it. I usually hunt with the Bel-loc Bipod, but I've got an Atlas Bipod on today, the PSR Bipod, which is absolutely fantastic. I think the Bel-loc is probably my favourite for hunting, just because it gives you gives you some real flexibility with setting up on uneven ground, whereas this you have to manually adjust that, even though it does have a little bit of tilt built into it. But still a fantastic bipod, absolutely love it. Got a little bit of goon tape around the scope just for a bit of protection there, and I also put goon tape on the ICS sized magazines, because that just ensures that I get a nice tight fit in there. Not needed for hunting, but for precision rifle it just helps so that there's no movement in the magazine when pressing up against barricades. And then I've got a Coletac 2-round holder on the side here. I remember having a big debate with somebody, not a big debate, but a bit of a debate on here about whether it was quicker just to do a mag change or a single feed. But I like to try new kit out, and it's not the easiest to single feed a 2-2 round. So yeah, if you've got the opportunity to do a mag change, then that's obviously going to be what you're going to do. But I don't see any harm in having a little bit of a backup there, just in case you're ever into whatever situation you might find yourself in. Yes, that's my rifle. I use a set of 842 Diamondback binoculars. Been using these for about 4 or 5 years now. For the price point, I don't think you can beat them. I don't think there's anything you can get with better quality at that price that I paid for these, and with a warranty, lifetime warranty. Even if I drop them, break them, lose them in a fire, I know that they're always going to be replaced. So I'd like to upgrade to a pair of range-finding binoculars. But these are fantastic for the purpose. And as with the Sling, I use a Quake Industries Bino harness. A pheasant going by, a couple of pheasants actually. Bino harness, it's got a couple of pockets in it that I use for spare magazines, for rubber gloves if I'm ever doing any dirty work while I'm out in the field cleaning a rabbit or a deer. And then on the side here I've got a Hawke LRF 900 rangefinder, which again I bought at the same time as the Binos. Serves me very well, but I'd love to just have one package where I can just spot what I want, range it, and then engage it. My bag is a Bergara day sack. I carry on that my Plan B knife from York Knife. I always carry one on my hip as well from York Knife as well, my Jaeger. But I just think it's, for the weight it's nothing, and I know it's always there, so if I forget to put this on my hip, I know I've got my rifle, my backup knife there. And then I've got on here a VanQuest pack with all my bleed control kit in there, medical kit from Jackal Firearms, from Jackal Medical. And it's got things in there like tick twisters, plasters, that sort of stuff, but it's also got a tourniquet and bandages if I ever opened up an archery climbing over a fence and got it nicked on a bit of barbed wire or something. You never know what's going to happen. This is a great bag because you can just open up the front and get straight into it. It's got a few pockets and stuff for bits and bobs. I carry a head torch in there, other bits and bobs. I've got my Leatherman multi-tool in there with a little flashlight on the side as well. Again, 2 flashlights just in case something happens to one. I've got another one. The Leatherman's really good because it's got on it this little rod on the side here, which is a brass rod. It's supposed to be for cleaning carbon out of an AR system, but it's great for just getting into the chamber of the B14R, just to nick out a live round if I'm just clearing the rifle. And sometimes with it being a match chamber, really tight tolerances, you can get the bullets that just wedge into the rifling a little bit. You just need to just tease them out with the brass rods, and the brass is great because it means that you don't mar anything inside the rifle. So yeah, not a fault of the rifle. That's how it's designed to have those tight tolerances. But especially on a cold day with the wax or the coatings that you sometimes find that are on rimfire ammunition, the barrel can contract in the cold air even further, and then that wax gets a bit sticky, and it just holds the round in there. I usually have a little shooting mat in here, which I don't have with me today, just in case I want to get down on the ground in the prone and do a little bit of zeroing of the rifle or something. And I've also got a little foam pad there for if I want to sit down, stick it under my bum, have a cigar, just if I'm enjoying the day. And then a little Coletac boss bag, rear bag there that I carry. Bin bags quite often come across rabbit and myxomatosis. They go straight in the bin. And these are great as well for if I'm carrying rabbits in the bag and I am taking them home to process and eat. If the rabbits go in here, it keeps any blood, urine, anything like that, any little bugs or anything off the actual sack. It keeps the bag nice and clean. So yeah, I always like to carry bin bags with me, and this bag will get 5 to 6 large rabbits inside it, no problem. Again, pockets on the side for water bottles, other things. I took this pack with me to Norway, and because I didn't have a sling with me and I was lending somebody's Bergara B14 thumbhole rifle, this has got a quite neat carry system on the back here. where you've just got a little pocket that comes out the bottom here, and the butt of your rifle sits in that, and then you can strap it down. There's other compression straps, and you can get your rifle nice and tight onto the back of the bag, so it's not moving about. On the pocket here, I just carry, what have I got in there? I've got a cigar cutter, I've got a lighter, I've got a pen, I've got a little Write in the Rain notebook. I've got some other little bits and bobs in there. Oh, I've got the key for the chokes for my shotgun as well in there. So yeah, that's my backpack. Set of quad sticks. A friend, Lewis, put me onto these, and they've absolutely revolutionised my stalking game. I used to use a set of just bipod sticks, and they were great for quick shots at close range. But if you want to just have a bit more stability and stretch out your shots a little bit further, these are absolutely fantastic. And they're by Mjoelner Fenris 2, I think they're called. I might have got that wrong. And I just put goon tape around them, just so when I'm holding them, because I often walk with these and use them to help me when I'm walking down the hills, and that just means that I've got an extra layer of insulation between my hands and the bare aluminium metal. God, I've started now. I might as well finish. Mechanixwear gloves. I've been wearing Mechanixwear gloves for 8 years now. Absolutely love them. I think I'm about, these are my second pair, and I'm about to move on to my third pair. I have a Garmin Phoenix 5 Sapphire, I think, watch, which is great. I always set my alarm on this for getting up on the rabbit. It always tells me what times the sun's coming up, what time's twilight, tracks my steps and all that good stuff. It's got GPS tracking on it, so a great watch to have when you're active and out in the field. Ridgeline hoodie, Ridgeline pintail waterproof pants. I've also got a Ridgeline smock that's waterproof, but don't need it in the dates. There's no rain forecast. Under that, I've just got a Ridgeline. God, everything's Ridgeline. I've got a Ridgeline gilet. Underneath that, a wool jumper. My boots are by, I want to say Lower, but I might have that wrong. But I think they are Lower. High boots as well, waterproof. Good sturdy pair of boots them. On my belt, I carry my main knife, which is the, it's from York Knife. It's the Jaeger knife, personalised with my name, a little motif there, just to remind me that I've got to get my ass out of bed and get on it, otherwise I'm not going to get anything. Personalised with Bergara there as well, because obviously I've got a bit of an affinity with Bergara and using their rifles that brought me many adventures. So that's a great knife in able steel, micarta grips, micarta scales. Just absolutely love this knife. Very sharp, holds an edge well. If you're in the market for a hunting knife or a bushcraft knife, hit up Luke at York Knives. And that just sits here in my sheath, which I always carry on the side of that as well. I'm going to take the glove off for this. Always carrying a little pouch there, a little Fallkniven sharpening stone with a diamond side and then a ceramic side, just to keep the edge on my knife when I'm out in the field. Bergara cap. And that's everything. Got my phone, which you're watching me on right now. And that's everything. Right, I need to go and find a rabbit. So I'm going to turn off the camera. I'm going to take a layer off because I am still a bit warm. And get back to it